Das Forum Nordicum wird unterstützt durch die deutsche Avia Mineralöl GmbH.
So I will start, second part, for sure Sandro will follow. We'll go through Nordic combined ski jumping. And I have to say I'm very proud to put this picture up. As all of you know, we were able to, in a quite short time, be part of the World Championships for our women's. And I have to say this has been a very, very positive step the last couple of years. And we started in 2014 with the first Youth Cup, the first official FIS Youth Cup in Oberstdorf in the summer. And in only 6-7 years, we were able to bring that discipline up to a level where we were able to compete at the World Championships. And of course, the first World Cup last winter was held in Ramsau. Of course, due to the COVID, we were able or had to cancel some of the events, but at the end we had the World Cup premiere also for the women's. So last season was a very, very important one from our side, and we are looking forward to promote and present both genders for the future of Nordic Combined. I'd like to start with introducing Sophie, or she will introduce herself, basically, to you as the new media coordinator.
Thank you, Lasse. Hello, everyone. As most of you probably know, I've spent the last years on this side of the room as a journalist and as a member of Forum Nordicum, so I'm very happy to be back. It's a new perspective from here, and I'm the new media coordinator for Nordic Combined. So I'm gonna keep it short. I just have some basic information for you for the upcoming season. We still have the media information hub on the FIS website, so if you need any kind of information, team contacts, LOC contacts, venue info, you will be able to find it there. And on the same page, it's also possible to register for our media releases and especially for our WhatsApp group. And this is very important, and this is the reason why I'm bringing it up here now. I'm sending out any kind of information on this WhatsApp group during the winter. Cancellations, delays, anything. But also the invitations for our Zoom press conferences, because we won't be able to have on-site press conferences in the winter due to our bubble system. So we will try to have, at least in some venues, online press conferences, and they will be streamed via Zoom. So if you want to take part in that, you have to be part in the WhatsApp group to get the link. If there are any kind of questions, there's my email address. You can always send me a message, ask anything that you need to know. I will be there, I will be on site, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing you all very soon in winter. Thank you.
Good. So, as I said, in terms of the women, I'd like to start with that. Starting up in 14 and ending last season with the first World Cup and the World Championships. Going into the next years to come, and of course, as you see on the bottom of the slide, the goal is the Olympic Winter Games in 2026. So we are working very hard from, I think, all parts of FIS to promote and to make sure we hopefully are included in the Olympics for the women's as well for 26. For the coming season, also a couple of premieres that we are bringing in. The first mixed team event will be held in Val di Fiemme. A very exciting part of the World Cup coming in there. Also a first mass start event for the women's will happen in Val di Fiemme. Due to, and you will see on a couple of slides later in terms of the calendar, very happy to have the support from all the federations and the organizing committees for bringing a more or less full calendar for the coming season for the women's with 10 World Cup events and 12 Continental Cup events for the season. So it's a full-packed winter season for the women's. So very happy with the step that we have taken, especially the last 2 years. And looking forward to especially, of course, the mixed team event coming up this winter. Moving over to the men's, and also here, of course, a full World Cup calendar, with, of course, the mixed team event being one of the highlights of the World Cup for the coming season. But of course also the triple, which is our highlight, our World Cup highlight that we've had now for 10 years in Seefeld. 1 year it was in Genève due to the World Championships in 19. But we've done some small adjustments to the triple. Of course, the overall goal is to make it as exciting as possible for you, and especially for TV viewers and spectators on site, and to try to make it as tight or exciting, especially on the final day. We did a couple of changes. First of all, with the distance. So we're skiing 7.5, 10, and 12.5 for those 3 days. It's the same total overall distance, but we believe it will create a little bit of a better fight for our events. And we have changed the setup. To try to explain it very easily, it's a fixed point system from day to day. So it doesn't matter if Frenzel wins with 1 minute on Friday, he will only bring 25 seconds or 6.2 points to the next day. Maybe in comparison to Formula 1, not sure if it's understandable, but it doesn't matter if Hamilton wins with 3 seconds in the qualification, he still only starts those 4 meters ahead of Verstappen in second place. And it's a little bit of that idea that we would like to bring into the triple this season. It's the first time we do this, so we hope and are looking forward to seeing if this is really bringing something extra to it, and to especially have a hopefully exciting final day on Sunday. Still, as in Nordicum and all the formats, the first athlete crossing the finish line wins. So hopefully that should be decently understandable for everyone. So just to show you quickly the calendars, as you can see, there's basically 2 parts of it. One part, this is for the women's. The World Cup has a heavy start, and the second part on the right side is the Continental Cup. And as you know, our women's group is quite young. And this means that to have a World Cup and a Continental Cup event on the same weekend is at the moment not favorable to us. We will have less athletes on both places, and maybe also, of course, less nations. So therefore, we have to be clever when we schedule, and hopefully in a year or 2 we are able to have a Continental Cup and a World Cup at the same time, when we are bringing up more and more athletes into the highest level. We do see a very positive trend with more and more women coming into our sport, and definitely looking forward to the next steps, especially level-wise. We saw through Summer Grand Prix as well that more and more athletes are fighting on the top, and I have to say I'm impressed of what our women have done the last years, especially on the level side. So looking forward to the next coming ones. The men's, the same calendar as in the springtime for all of you that most likely are on our websites. No changes. Just circle the mixed team event, which is going to be and hopefully will be a very exciting event for us this coming season. Then just a couple of slides for Beijing. I was there last week and had our final inspection, and I have to say I was there the first time together with my former colleague Walter Hofer in 2017, and has been involved in the whole project all the way from when Walter and I walked up this hillside. There was basically nothing there. And it's been an impressive part and an impressive process and a timeline of what and how I've seen how the Chinese have developed this venue. And as you can see, it's very compact. If you just quickly go back, you see all 3 venues, ski jumping in the middle. We have cross country on the lower side of the picture, and on the top you have the biathlon area. It's, I would say, one of the most spectacular jumping venues in the world. As you can see here, this is taken last winter, not 100% completed at that time, but this is at least a little bit of a picture from above the jumping hill. You see the cross-country course up on the far right. In the middle of the picture is the media and TV hotel and station for all the let's say the studios that will be built. Not sure how many it will be this year due to COVID, but at least host broadcaster NBC will have their hub there with the ski jumping venue in the background. So I think that will be definitely the monument of the games and the pictures sent out to the whole world. This was from last week, so the venue is ready. As Pierre also mentioned and everyone has mentioned, it's a bubble Olympics, unfortunately, I would have to say. It's only Chinese spectators allowed, and it will be a different experience and a different Olympics for all of us. The athletes village is on the top, and as normal, the mix zone is at the normal place. If you take the next picture, I think it's a short picture of it. It's a normal setup for you and for us, and it's hopefully we will be able to serve you and to serve everyone in the ski jumping venue as best as we can from our side, taking all the regulations into consideration. They are very strict in China at the moment. I think Roman told us the playbook from IOC is out yesterday in terms of how we have to behave and what we will do, but it will definitely be a special one. It's also let's say a show in terms of especially I think the ski jumping events that Sandra will talk about afterwards. It will be a light show, possibly. They will have before and after the event, everything in laser and LED lightings. It's a fantastical, spectacular event and venue in this case, and I think it's promoting a different level. So this will be very exciting to see when we are coming in for the games. So that was quickly from my side the Nordic Combined update. As Sophie said, we are here if you need anything or if there are any questions or requests. So use that opportunity. I think you have all the points from Sophie as well. So if there's no questions, then I can leave the floor to my well-dressed colleague. Ja, also ich hoffe 80 Minimum. Also es ist nicht einfach. Ich muss sagen, die Agenda 2020, wie ihr alle kennt, ich glaube auch Roman vielleicht könnte diese Frage besser antworten, aber ich denke von FIS-Seite machen wir alles, was möglich ist, dass wir auch die komplette Programm hinzuführen in Olympiade. Es meint, dass alle Disziplinen von FIS mit beide Genders. Ja, also das ist nicht so einfach. Also, ich glaube, wir haben einen guten Application, weiß ich nicht, was in Deutsch heißt, aber die Argumenten von unserer Seite ist gut. Ich glaube, den ersten Weltcup haben wir 3 Kontinenten auf Podest mit USA, Japan und Europa. Wir haben genug Nationen dabei, die Steigerung ist gut, wir haben einen guten Weltcup-Programm. Weltmeisterschaft sind wir da, auch in 23, 25 vor die Olympiade in 26. Mixteam ist auf dem Programm, also ich denke, wir haben einen guten Application gemacht und jetzt ist es beim IOC Executive Board, glaube ich, die Entscheidung, ne? Oder passt so, Roman? Ne? Ja, very good.
Ich werde nur kurz dazu ein paar Bemerkungen sagen. Natürlich, IOC hat ganz klar gesagt, in Zukunft sind nur Disziplinen im Programm von Olympischen Spielen, die beide zwei Gender haben. Deswegen ist auch unsere Hauptpriorität, dass wir Women in der nordischen Kombination durchsetzen ins Programm 2026. Momentan liegen viele Anträge am Tisch, was die neue Disziplinen betrifft. Das ist nicht nur nordische Kombination, das ist Skisprung, das ist Freestyle, das ist Skicross, Snowboardcross und so weiter. Und FIS muss natürlich jetzt Vorstand am 5. November auch bestimmte Prioritäten festlegen, wo die Interessen der Organisation sind. Wir kommen sicherlich nicht mit allen Anträgen durch. Wir müssen unsere Prioritäten setzen. Ich hoffe, dass alle verstehen, dass wir die nordische Kombination im Programm behalten müssen, weil sonst verlieren wir eine Disziplin irgendwann und das ist sicherlich nicht unser Interesse. Und wir werden alles dafür machen, dass die Damen in der nordischen Kombination sich bei den Spielen durchsetzen werden. Das ist jetzt unsere Tendenz und das ist das, was ich auch mit Lasse diskutiert habe und deswegen freut mich auch, dass wir in diesem Kalender schon sehr interessante Events haben für nordische Kombination Frauen und dass wir sicherlich wieder weitere Schritte vorwärts machen werden. Bei den Spielen sind die Athleten limitiert, das ist allen bekannt und kommt auch Mountaineering 26 und die brauchen auch eigene Athleten und eigene Quoten. Deswegen der Kampf und die Diskussion wird nicht einfach sein und da müssen unsere Präsident und Generalsekretär sich durchsetzen bei der Diskussion mit IOC.